Peace Reflections, you are over here with Tarithia. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, because we are back doing our shadow work. I told you Saturn is coming, so you better get prepared, Reflection, okay? Now, finding the courage is what we're talking about today, all right? Finding your courage. Now, sometimes the quietest acts are the most courageous acts. Now, we talked about the loudest person in the room is usually the weakest person in the room. They're usually weak. Why, Taretha? Because they're so loud, Reflection. People that are real loud, if it's the truth, then you don't have to be loud. You don't have to force it. The truth just is what it is, Reflection, okay? So think about that. Think about a person that's always very loud, okay? Think about a person that always want to be seen in the front. Think about a person that does something, but they don't do it just out of the goodness of their heart. They don't do it not expecting anything back. They do it expecting something back. They do it expecting a return. They do it not out of the kindness of their heart, okay? There's always a slick agenda, all right? So remember, the quietest acts are the most courageous acts. Sometimes, Reflection, you will have people in the background moving all type of things around in your life, okay? And it's not always negative. Sometimes it can be very positive, but they don't tell you, Reflection. They don't tell you. Think about when you got an advancement, if it wasn't on a job, just in life, period. Sometimes, Reflection, is things, people in the background, forces in the background, Reflection, that are actually moving things around for you. They don't have to come and tell you, listen, you know that's because of me, right? You know I did that, right? No, they don't do that, Reflection. They don't do that, because the quietest acts are some of the most courageous acts, okay? Finding your courage. Sometimes you have to find the courage to do certain things. And when you do certain things, Reflection, remember, the loudest person in the room is usually the weakest person in the room. So let's talk about courage, all right? Courage is more expansive than an adrenaline rush, okay? So what do I mean when I say courage is more expansive than an adrenaline rush? Think about when you felt an adrenaline rush. Think about Reflection. Let's say you're going on a roller coaster ride. Imagine when you get on the top of that roller coaster ride, that feeling you have when it drops, that feeling you have when the roller coaster drops, Reflection, okay? That is that adrenaline rush, okay? Some people do different things for adrenaline rush. Some people like to drive really fast. It gives them an adrenaline rush. Everyone has different things that gives them that rush, but just think about whatever it is that give you that rush. Think about that, okay? Courage is way more expensive than that rush. Courage can go far, Reflection. I'll tell a person, if you do something, stand on what you did. Have the courage to stand on what you did, because people will respect you more if you have the courage to just be who you are. It takes a lot of courage to be who you are. It sounds very simple. Hey, just be who you are. But a lot of people, Reflection, they don't want to be their true selves. The Matrix will have you feeling like being your true self is flawed. The Matrix will have you feeling like being your true self is a negative. Being your true self is weird. Being your true self isn't the most popular opinion, but who cares? Find the courage. That's why courage is hard to find. It seems like a very simple thing to do, but a lot of people struggle with finding their courage, okay? So shadow work, this is the key thing within shadow work. You have to have courage, Reflection, okay? Now, courage is also doing the right thing even when it's hard, Reflection. Even when it's hard. Think about a time you knew you were in a situation. Maybe it was around a group of people, and this group of people, they were making a decision, and you knew, Reflection, that wasn't right. You knew it went against everything that you believed in. You knew you're like, listen, you're going against karmic law, whether you know this or not. Why are you doing this right here? But instead of standing up, instead of being the oddball, instead of having the unpopular opinion, you didn't say anything. You just went on with whatever was going on, Reflection. Shit, you may even join. Maybe you didn't put all the action into it, but you didn't stop it neither, okay? Courage. Think about it like this. Growing up, my mom used to tell me certain things, and she would repeat it every day. And I was like, why are you telling me that? Don't you remember? You told me that yesterday. I remember you just told me that yesterday. And she was like, yeah, but if anything happens, I can't say that I didn't tell you. Okay, Reflection. So having the courage to do what's right, even when it's wrong. Having the courage to say what needs to be said, even if it's the most unpopular opinion. Having the courage to do what needs to be done, even if it makes you look unfavorable. Having the courage to stand in your standing in your divine power, Reflection, that takes courage, okay? Especially in a world where everything is everything is programmed. Everything is programmed. So breaking the program, you have to have courage, reflection. All right. So what do you need to have the courage to face right now? This is the shadow work question for today. All right. So we've talked about what courage is, why it's very important to have courage. Now let's look at our personal lives, reflection. What right now in this particular cycle do you need to have more courage to face? We all have something, reflection. Keep in mind, as soon as you conquer one thing, you're going to have to conquer something else. Remember, we are on a planet of learning. Sometimes to learn, we have to have tests. We have to go through certain things. We have to go through certain situations. But think about a terrible situation or a very hard situation that in the past you thought you couldn't get through, but you did, reflection. You did, and you came out more resilient and more brilliant, reflection. So always remember that no, it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. Until next time, Ashe.